Hello everyone, well, I'm lowieCOOL and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we are playing something new, another game, Airport CEO. It's a management game, you have to build your own airports, and let's just get right into it. Before that, I'm just showing the mods I'm using. I'm using some, most of them are airlines, some of them are logos. I'm using quite a few, most of them are just airlines. Some are fictional, some are not. As you can see, also the Among Us airline, I saw it and I thought, why not? But without further ado, let's dive in. Create our character, going for male of course, with this type of face, and then, oh no, we're not going bald. We are not doing that. Grab a little bit of more fancy suits, blue eyes, and then maybe some other hairstyle that's looking decent. Of course, as name, we're going for Lowie as first and Cool as last name. Then the location. Now, there's lots of choice, of course, we've got the whole world. But I was thinking, I'm from Belgium, why don't we go for Belgium? Which there aren't any borders, so it's quite difficult. But this should be it, and since we're in Europe and Schengen is a thing there, it means that domestic airports is the whole of Europe, so that's pretty much, that's a lot, so that's good. Traffic to a whole different airports. Now for the name, well, I think we are going to go for lowieCOOL International Airports. So and then for the codes, oh, let's try that again. Oh, and now I was going to get lowieCOOL International Airports, but that doesn't fit, so let's just call it lowieCOOL International with the code being then LCI. For the logo, let's look around a little bit, see. I like this one, it's a city, we are in a city. Something else nice would be International LCI. LCI would be nice, that's also international, so that's part of the name. Yeah, let's go for that one. We're not playing sandbox, we are doing it the way it's supposed to be. So nothing to change there. And then in terms of modes, there are 4 modes ranging from 3 million to a half a million in cash, and then emergency events. So I think I'm going to go for moderate. We might do extreme in the future, but let's do moderate for now. We've also got the large map. And let's just put it up, and then I'll see you when everything has loaded in. Okay, so everything has loaded in. And we've got a big map with just a road right here currently. And while I have played the game a lot and do know it fairly pretty good, I am going to go for this tutorial. So I'm not going to go very detailed, but I'm going to follow it a little bit. But the first part is pretty easy. We of course want a runway, which I think we'll have it right at the edge, maybe one spacing right there. Okay. And then we need, of course, to build it, contractors. So we'll go ahead. I'm also going to let the game run a little bit, so a few more companies pop up with maybe some better offers. And in the meantime, we can get some exits and entries for the runway, just like that. And then we need stands. So we could just do it another way, but I think that we'll leave a little bit of space right here and then plop it right there, next to the runway. Pretty simple. So how much stands are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go for 10, nice round number. Of course, we'll need some taxiway for them to travel on. Let's not do asphalt, let's do grass for now. Because that's a little bit cheaper. And the cheaper it is, the better. Because we like our money. Anyways, are there a little bit more contracts? Yes, there are. Let's pause it again. So, where do we start? Let's just maybe take a look. Some cheap contracts. What are the cheapest one? It's CFE is pretty cheap. Any others which are cheaper than? Oh, this one is. Not a lot of contractors though. Oh, Ferrovial is the best one for now. So the 3 stars are mostly the best ones. And it's kind of balanced between maximum contractors. Oh, this is cheap. Fruitiger. Or however you would pronounce that. So it's not the most amount of contractors we could have, but the hourly fee is pretty low, so let's grab that. Then next, we want this all to be built. In the meantime, let's also grab our taxiway pathways, so the aircraft know where to go. And then these stands have to also be connected up. Like that. So we'll wait for the contractors. No, they won't arrive unless we deploy them, of course. Let's deploy all of them, so everything gets built quickly. So while we wait for that to happen, I'm thinking let's go ahead and already build an ATC tower. Which, let's put it right there. So the contractors are running out to build. It's great. And is there anything else we would need? I think for now there isn't. But we can already start with maybe getting started for fueling. You know what? None of them have been built yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place them one. No, I'm gonna do it where it was. It's okay how it is. So we'll let that get built, and then in the meantime, let's go over the first steps quickly, because this, while it's okay-ish, it's not that interesting. So fueling is one of the things we also have to do. So let's connect that all the way up, but not right to the end, because we need a security checkpoint squeezed in right there. Okay, that's that in place. Then we also need a vehicle depot, which will squeeze in right here, and then an avgas fuel depot right post that. Okay, it's also connected up with some service roads, and all of this has been built. So we'll pause again, or a little bit slowly. So we'll open up the runway, and then there shouldn't be any problems with the stands, and then afterwards we can just open up the airport and enable general aviation, so we can start making money. So now the first aircraft should start landing, I'm hoping. Yes, so we've done everything the tutorial says we have to do. So, oh, there's our first aircraft, and looks like there are some animals getting on the runway. So what we're going to do is put a fence around the airport. So right at the edge, like that, all the way around. And we'll go all the way up, so that way for the future it's easier. And I think we'll run it out a little bit. No, let's just run it all the way around the edge. Have it be so we don't have to worry about it on a later date. Okay, so we've got all of that up and running. Now we can't yet do fueling because first we need a fueling vehicle. So we'll grab 2 of them. We don't need one for each stand, and then in contracts we can go for aviation fuel suppliers. And there's also lots of them because once again I've got mods, and I'm thinking that the bigger stars are going to be the best prices. So we'll have to go look for both prices because avgas is for the general aviation, the one we've got right now, and then Jet A1 is for commercial, which in the future will also come. So this one is currently the cheapest. Anything else that's cheaper? No, I don't think so. Oh, Caltex is pretty cheap. 26 and 152. So we'll have to decide whether we want cheap Jet A1 or cheap avgas. Now, for now, we're only doing avgas, but in the future, Jet A1 will come fairly soon, so I think we might just want to bite it and go for Caltex. So it's Australian, which is might be a little bit weird, but should be fine. Small to medium enterprises, marine, automotive, and government. Yep, seems like a good company. Let's sign a contract. And now this should be starting to get filled. Okay, that's filled. And now we've got to enable it. So avgas fueling is enabled now, and these won't request it, but any aircraft that do come in now will want it, and then we can make that sweet cash. That sweet cash for these flights. Okay. So our first aircraft is being refueled, which it's not a lot of fuel, but it's decent. Oh, we're making money. Awesome. It's not a lot, but it's something. And hey, at the start you're happy with everything you can get. Okay, so we've now got everything done. Oh, let's get a fence gate. The game wants us to do that. That's fine. Let's place a fence gate right here on the side. Okay. So we've done all of that. The game just wants us to refuel a few more aircraft, which should be done fairly soon. And now we're already able to go to a commercial airport. Now we've got to build everything and research stuff, which we've got to build a terminal now, but that's fairly quick. Now let's see. I want these things to move because they're kind of in the way. Let's also slow the game down a little bit. So let's grab the normal roads, and then we can have a 9-long part of road with contractor and delivery sites, and then this can be demolished. Just like that. Oh. Well, I might have a small problem. Let's temporarily place the delivery site right here, just so we can get materials for the road. Anything, game, please? I want the road to get built. Anyway, so what we want is, let's go into planning mode, because the game does have that. And what I'm thinking is, we have our aircraft sand, which, let's make them asphalt. They are commercial ones, after all. So we have that here, and then we can have part of the terminal. No, let's not do that. Let's have a little bit of space for services. We never know what we all want. So I'm even thinking that I want one right there. And maybe let's get 4 of them, just like that, with, of course, terminal next to it. Let's get 10 wide, and then we can have another part of the terminal. Just like that, I think. That's pretty decent. Let's remove this wall and get all of that built, which is going to cost a lot of money. But right now we have the money for it, so we'll make the investment. Once again, we'll let it all get built. We can remove that temporary construction site, delivery site, and this will be our entrance right here. So we'll get some doors in. And I'm thinking, where's the middle? Right there and there. Seems about right. Okay, and then we can grab some sidewalk, which can go right next to that. And then we want some bus stops. So we'll place a few right there. Then we want some taxi stops. Oh, let's not... wait, so let's plan out the road a little bit. Let's pause the game. Just maybe like that, and then this can go in here. Then we can put some car stops right here. Just like that. And then we can have taxi stops right opposing it, which this road is kind of in the way. So I've got an idea. What if we demolish this? We have it connect up like that. And then we only have this go one way. And we also don't allow person cars, buses, or taxis on there. So they can turn around, that's all fine. And we'll have it like that. Perfect. Now, they can't get everywhere yet, so what I'm thinking is we get some sidewalks in here and here, and crosswalks I meant. I'm sorry. And then these sidewalks can go right here. Some more sidewalk on the side, of course. And we have a little bit of open space right here, which maybe we can put some flower pots. No, some not flower pots, but some flower beds. So we'll grab some pink flowers, and then maybe what other colors do we have? White and yellow. So we'll grab some of those, just to spice things up a little bit. It's pretty nice looking. So with that all done, I want to move this door. So, like that, we have a lot of doors in the to the entry hall. Maybe we can have then, well, no, I was going to build check-in desks, but I can't yet. And the reason why is because I haven't researched commercial flights yet. So we'll have to do that, and for that we need a staff room. But first let's connect these up so we can make a little bit more money of general aviation flights going there for now. Anyways, we'll need a staff room. So where would I want this staff room? So I'm thinking that we want information desk right here, and then above that we want our first staff room. So let's go for this. And this will split up the airport a little bit, but that's fine, I think. Then we'll get a door right here at the top. Or you know what, no, let's put it at the bottom, right next to where the security, information desk is going to be. And then we'll zone it as a staff room, get this wall back in place. And then in that staff room we'll need some desks. So let's turn off the overlays. And then pause game for a little bit. And I'm thinking 2 desks right here, and then, or you know what, let's get them opposing each other. Just like that. A few desks in a row. And then we can have some hedges right covering it, so they are nice and cozy all in. So just like that, some nice hedges. And then we'll need some flowers maybe. Or some seating first, and then we can do some flowers in between. Some sofas. Right there, and then maybe some more right opposing them, and then let's not forget some laptop tables. Maybe we can have some more hedges or next to these sofas, and then of course to sit at these laptop tables we need some modern chairs. And I think, except for some hedges right in between there, that's about it. So those are some nice hedges. And you know what, before doing that I want to shuffle all of this over by a little bit. So I want to keep this corridor nice and long. This is a little bit narrow, so let's go back here and move this over by 1. Some of them that is already getting built, so we'll destroy just all of it. And same for this. Oh, let's not rotate it. And then we can try placing this down again. So some more seats. And then we can grab a few more sofas right here, and then we have the bench, the hedges. And now I also want a trash bin and then a flower. So a trash bin right there, and then we can, or a plant. It's the same. Not really, but doesn't really matter. And then it's just concrete flooring right now, so we'll want to change that up a little bit. Let's go for this fancy wood for the office parts, and then we can have carpets, nice and cozy carpets in the other parts. So we'll have this be wood as well, and then a nice and clean carpet. Let's maybe go for this blue type. Yes. Now, this is looking a little bit bland, these colors, so we'll want to grab some others. And what color do we want to give our airports? So, let's think. Maybe a purplish, bluish purple. How does that look? That's not. Oh, this blue is pretty nice. And maybe then let's get that, and then maybe just a little bit darker for these benches. Oh, let's not color them that color. Let's also save that, and then anything else we can color in here except for the sofas. Oh, we can color the desks. We'll grab the other lighter color for that. Okay, so that's nicely colored and nicely decorated, our staff room. Now, of course, we need employees to be in there. Let's get some administrators, which will get our commercial license. Let's get 5 of them, and then we can start the project. Commercial license. We can set all our administrators on that, which they haven't arrived yet, so I have to wait for that, and there they are. Okay, it's nice, and they are starting to work, which our commercial license will be done quite quickly. So while we wait for that to be done, let's get our logo in. So let's get it in the entrance. Let's maybe have it. Can it be like this? Just a little bit outside. That's fine, I believe. Okay, and let's take a look at economy, because are we making money? We are, averagely, if we're not spending anything. Otherwise, we're losing a lot. But we would have made 30,000 if we didn't spend another 650 on construction. But that's fine. And we've got the commercial license. Now, before we start building, let's get something else working on, which I'm thinking we want to immediately go into Jet A1 fueling. So let's do that. Get our administrators working on that. And then we can start getting everything in place for the commercial aspects of our airports. And let's get an information desk right here. So, and then we want check-in. So I'm thinking that we want check-in just right alongside right here. So we'll get a few desks in, and like that, perfect. We'll get a few walls. No, you know what? Let's just zone this part staff, and then when it's get built, we can get the queues in. And then next we want let's first do the boarding desk, which we want to be in a secure zone. That's fine. Let's get some of this zone secure. Let's just do all of this. Then we can place down the desks. Small ones. You want 1 per stand. For now, with larger stands we might want more, but currently 1 small one is fine. There's not that many people to board, so don't think we have to worry about that. Now, something else we want, of course, is a bathroom. Where do I want to get my bathroom in? I could do one right here. So, we get the bathroom in after we get the queuing. Just like that. It's kind of tedious, but it's fine. And we'll, of course, color these check-in desks, all of them. And it's quite irritating that you can't have sort of like a template for the queues. But it is what it is, I guess. It's fine. If it wants to work with me. Oh god. Last one. And there we go. So I am going to get some walls in here. Just because I want to. And as you can see, we can now have fueling, which is pretty great. We'll get some doors right here. Okay, that's awesome. We'll also get a plant right there for some nice decoration. It's pretty nice looking. Okay, so let's get another project, medium fuel depots, just so we don't have to deal with the small ones. They are pretty small. So that's nice. Anyways, so we've got check-in. Now we need security, which we can do right here. We only have the small security checkpoints for now. And I'm thinking that we put them right up here. So we'll get 3. And then we can have our security exit right here. We'll make it a little bit of inset, just like that. Awesome. There can also be a wall right here. And then one can be for staff, the other 3 for the people, the passengers. Now let's link these boarding desks up. Just like that. Last one. And then we'll want some seating, of course. Let's get some double row seating. I'm thinking, why don't we do this and then like that, and then we can copy this. So we'll copy it like that, get it slotted in where I want it, not too high, just like that. Now every gate has some seating, and then let's color some more stuff. So let's color these a nice color, nice blue. And I'm thinking that I want to change these back to a grayish. Looks a little bit better, in my opinion. Anyways, can these be colored? They cannot. These sofas, however, these benches, they can be. So we'll do that. It's nice. And then the boarding desks. Okay, so we have now got, I think, everything in place for the commercial parts of our airports, and they can walk everywhere they need to be. We've already done lots of stuff in a tutorial. I said I would be using it, I decided not to. So now we just need commercial stuff, and so we'll need opening this up for commercial and setting these stands to commercial. So we can only do it when there aren't any flights here. So in the meantime, let's get some stuff. We have to get going. So what do we all need? We need, of course, janitors. Let's get the 4 good ones, because The better they are, the better the airport gets cleaned, and I would like to pay for that. So I only want green ones. I'm not bothered about it being dark green or so, but these red and orange ones, they can get rejected because they are trash. I will want to come back for some more later on, because I would like to have some spares so they can take rests, they don't constantly have to work. So then the happiness also goes up. Then, that's I think all of them. Let's see, can we get some more ramp agents maybe? Security officers? We can. We'll come back later for some more. Let's get a few more while they are already here. And it's good to reject the other ones because there's a limit to how many you get offered at a time. So, in the meantime, let's build a bathroom. So, let's get some walls in. And let's get one male, one female. Which I'm thinking we're going to have a double wall in the center. Or actually, no. Let's not have a double wall in the center. Let's have the female one be a little bit bigger. So we'll get some doors. And then let's send it as a bathroom. One here, one there. This one can be male. This female. And then we have to get the toilets in. So, urinals. Let's just get them all across the wall, and then we can have cubicles opposing them. We can have a plant right there, and then we want some sinks. Let's get them right next to the cubicles. We'll also want some hand dryers in between them. Just like that. Okay, so we'll finish the bathroom and then we can also finish off the episode because we've been going on for a while. Let's get a nice fern and then one trash bin, just like that. Now the female one is one wider, which is good because then we can fit in 2 rows of cubicles. Some more sinks then, and then the hand dryers. I think in this one we'll go for the other one, the banana, and then finish it off again with a trash can. Let's also get some nice flooring in, some nice and small clinkers. Okay, so that's can all be built. We can open this up. So then our employees can go to the toilet if they would want to. That's great. So, before we finish off, some quick more hiring of ramp agents, security officers. I might be overdoing it, but I'd rather have too much than too little, because then we might start running into problems. Okay, so that's about it for this episode. Oh, our runway is broken. Oh no, let's repair that. So, next episode. All these problems which I was just not paying attention to. I was too busy building my airports. Let's get it like that. Okay, now they should be able to get there. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this new series. If you did, give me that like button and show me the interest in this. If you didn't, I guess the dislike button works too. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that notification bell if you want to get notified, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye everyone.